Hi guys, and thank you for watching my videos. Today I'm going to talk about very important topic. It's about how to keep your audience engaged. In order to keep your audience engaged and focused, there is a very important point you need to learn about. It's called the VAK learning styles or VAK model. What does VAK stands for? VAK stands for V stands for visual, A stands for auditory, and K stands for kinesthetic. So let's talk about first about visual. To start with visual learners are these people who like to learn through photos, videos, images, mind maps. They also like to read text. However, be very careful. They only like to read text that is highly visually appealing. Text that is visually appealing. Now, other things about visual learners, they usually like to see the presenter. They like to view the non-verbal communication of the presenter. That's why you usually see them sitting in the front of the classroom. This was regarding the visual learners. Now let's move to the auditory learners. Auditory learners are usually very good public speakers, very good presenters, because they know what type of words are good for their audience. They know how to pick the right words for their audience. They usually like to speak and listen. So in order to keep auditory learners satisfied and happy, you need to make sure you have a balance of lecturing, feedback, and discussion. This is regarding auditory. Auditory learners are opposite to visual. In terms of visual like to read, while auditory like to listen. So if you have a friend, for example, who prefers to do phone calls rather than texting, this could be more auditory. While, on the opposite side, if they prefer texting over phone calls, this could be a hint that they could be a visual learners. So this was regarding auditory learners. Plus, they also like to, they prefer, instead of watching TV, they prefer to listen to radio. They prefer to listen to podcasts instead of reading emails or reading textbooks. Now, let's move to kinesthetic learners. Kinesthetic learners, you need to learn about three main aspects. Three. First one is movement. The second one is feeling or sensing. And the third one is they are highly emotional. So let's start with the first aspect. Movement. They like to move all the time. And this helps them stay focused. Kinesthetic learners, they cannot sit in a classroom for a long time. They lose focus if they stay in the classroom sitting all the time. So it's always make sure you give them frequent short breaks. This is a good solution for them. Other thing for kinesthetic learners regarding the movement, you can see them usually reading a book while walking. This helps them focus. Or also you can see them usually taking notes all the time, because this makes them focus even in the classroom. Just because they are seeing their hand moving, this helps them stay focused. Again, you could help them do some exercises like standing in front of the classroom, talk about something. This keeps them satisfied. This was regarding the movement aspect. Regarding the highly emotional aspect, make sure to always mention some inspirational stories. This also makes them satisfied. And finally, the last aspect regarding the feeling or sensing, or let's say they like to learn through doing. So make sure you include lots of hands-on exercises. If you are talking about a product, make sure you have the physical product or a sample of the product in your training, because they like to touch and learn through touching and doing. Now, this was the three learning styles. Now, it's important to know every one of us has all the three learning styles. However, you need to learn about, even if someone is high in one learning style, it doesn't mean he cannot learn using the other learning styles. It only means that it's more difficult or less preferable for them to learn using other styles. If you are thinking about like who could be which one is higher in terms of percentage, 65% of people are highly visual. They are highly visual, and 30% are highly auditory, and 5% are high in kinesthetic. So this was my video for today. I hope you like it. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much.